Hey guys, it's Zanara. Since a lot of info has evolved over the past year, I decided to go through and revamp my guides and make them more clear. Note, my node empire is set up for passive and semi-active income, and for the most part does not deal with marketplace selling or buying. In this guide, I'll go through the beginner stages of setting up a node empire for passive and semi-active money making through cooking, alchemy, and trading crates. When you're first starting out the game, you should invest in the grain nodes at Lokia, Bartali, and Finto Farm for potatoes, Costa Farm and Moretti Plantation for wheat, corn at Tuscany Farm, and lastly at Northern Wheat Plantation for barley and more wheat. The reason you want these nodes is to cook into beer and or essence of liquor, which I'll go into more detail in my cooking and alchemy video. Next, you'll want to invest in the egg nodes at Bartali and Finto Farm, grapes at Casta Farm, strawberries at Vivaretta's cabin, and cooking honey at Alejandro Farm. These nodes are all used for cooking. Lastly, you'll want to invest in nodes that give certain saps. These nodes include Ehwaz Hill for ash sap, Castle Ruins for maple sap, fir sap at Funio's cabin, and birch sap at Bree Tree Ruins. These nodes are all for alchemy, but are CP efficient nodes, not every node for alchemy. You can find the rest of them at the Something Lovely website. A link will be included in the description below. Next, I would recommend starting the collection of materials for the Calpheon timber crates. You'll already have a fir timber node if you follow my guide in order of importance, as well as birch timber. The last type of timber for this crate would be cedar timber, which I'd recommend picking up at the Lumberjack's rest area, as it is very CP efficient. Next, I would start investing in cheap iron and copper nodes to start stockpiling for both money and trash crates. These nodes would include Coastal Cave, Coastal Cliff, and Southern Ciénaga for iron, Coastal Cave, Imp Cave, and Capoccia for copper. I would also invest in the ash nodes to start stockpiling for money crates and more trash crates. You should already have Ehwaz Hill by this point, so I would invest in Wolf Hills and Balanos Forest next. One thing I will note before I go any further is that the cheaper nodes typically have lower yields for the most part and will be replaced with much fewer high-yield nodes later down the road when you have the CP to support it. Capoccia is one exception. It is both cheap and high yield. Next, I would invest in nodes strictly for money crates. These would include the zinc nodes at Ancient Fissure, Omar Lava Cave, and Abandoned Iron Mine. Tin at Karuto Cave, Rutum Outstation, and Bear Riverhead. Coal at Kepling Quarry, Latoni Cave, and Omar Lava Cave. Acacia at Stonetail Wasteland, White Cedar at Medea Northern Highlands, Pine at Serendia Shrine and Marie Cave, and lastly, Maple at Northern Plain of Serendia, Forest of Seclusion, and Medea Northern Highlands. All of these nodes added up will cost a fair amount of CP, so don't be discouraged as a new player if you cannot get even half of them all at once. When you get even more CP, you can start getting small farms to help out with cooking and alchemy. Silver Azalea, Sunrise Herbs, and the Mushroom nodes are of little importance since they are not the bottleneck for any craft but eventually need to be picked up. A tip I'll point out is to buy cheap blue crystals to grind into Blackstone Powder used for crates. As a new player, if you don't have an abundance of materials to process throughout the day, a good activity for AFK and overnight is fishing. I'd recommend fishing at either Tara, Artanis Pond, or Grana, as these spots yield a high amount of relic shards. With my new guide series for 2018, I want to keep each video clear and to the point, so I will be making separate videos for the various life skills in Black Desert. I'll include a link in the description below to my Google spreadsheet in each video that details profits for cooking, alchemy, processing, and trading, along with a node chart that is a work in progress and always changing. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, please leave a like, comment on the video, and or subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all next time.